You know how this goes. Like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified. Like, share, subscribe. Hey, millionaires. Look at where we are. I love it. I love it, but I made one mistake. Can you see the mistake I made? Let me bring it in for you. Millionaires, look at that pink on pink. Now, I had it already lined up correctly, right? Laying on the floor, lined up correctly. I came over here wanting my flowers to be on the same end. And I turned this one, not realizing that that's a pink right there. Turned it, sewed it, put it on, bam, there it is. Out of every square, that's the only one that got the same color contact. But you know what? I'm not going to complain about it. I'm not going to take it down. It is what it is. Now, I'm going to tell you what I am going to do, which is going to make more contact, which probably will take your eye off of that one because you're going to see more contact, throughout the blanket. I don't like the size of this. I need it bigger. And I need it bigger because what I have here is 56 by 56 and a standard is 50 by 60. So once I'm done sewing, then the size will be great, but my length won't. So the next size up is, you have a oversized at 60 by 80. You have a large at 70 by 60. So I can go up. I don't have to do exactly those measurements, but I can do the border. I can do the border. And if I do the border, I will be doing the border with pink and the flower print, which means there will be more contact going around the blanket. There will be more contact. So I'm deciding, maybe I'll put it on me and see how it feels. Does it feel like it is big enough? I'm trying to put y'all somewhere right quick so you can see me with the blanket on. So the flowers are going this way. So I'm gonna say this is the up right here. Okay, I think the width is good. And if you're on the thing, see, your feet is gonna come out. I need more length. I think the width may be good, but if I'm gonna frame it, I'm gonna frame it. I'm gonna frame it. So on my side, I will do a thinner strip on the side, and I will do a thicker strip on the bottom and the top, just to give me more. And I'm gonna do them just whatever size comes out. The width will be the same, of course, but I'm gonna show you what I mean. Let me get a cutout. Okay, so we'll do a thinner strip on the sides and a thicker strip for the top and the bottom, because I need that length. I really need that length. Okay. You remember I have these pieces right here, what I will be using. So I kind of like the different lengths, and I think I'm gonna keep it that way, the different lengths. And I'm gonna check out. Okay, so size, I'll do the bottom and the top first. We'll do the bottom and the top first, and then I'll see what I want to do with the size. Let me get y'all set up. All right. So we will let me take this off right now. So I get ready to iron. So I'm thinking bottom and top. And I think this is the skinniest one I have. So it's about 8. I don't want it that thick. So if I do 4 and 4, that'll be an extra 8. And that'll be a little over 60 something. I may do 5 and 5 at the bottom. Then that'll make me do, let's do 6. Let's do 6 inches. Length, I don't care. But I'm gonna do 6 inches. Let me get my, see how I have a short one, then I have long ones. I like that. That I like. So I know I wanted 6 inches in width. Let me get this line up here. Bring it this way. Get out my roller. Here we go. And I need that 6 inches wide. By the time I'm done sewing, I'll be left with about 4 inches thick. And on the sides, I think I'll do a 2 inch. I don't know, y'all. I'm still deciding. I'm thinking to myself. Because once I cut it, that's it. And see, I can leave this actually for the side right here. I'm doing it. I'm going 6. However much I get is what I get. That's what we got. So we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone by using this side, this smaller strip for the side. I ran off of something. I'm gonna take care of it. I'm gonna give me a sharpener. Oh, I'm in the hole right there. I'm gonna get a sharpener. What else? I need a new cutting board. Gotta make sure y'all in view. All right, dang it. Oh, I love it. So I'm gonna have pink and pink contact. So that at the bottom, that at the top. Okay. Whatever I get, whatever I end up with is what it is. That's what it is. So I'm finna cut these up. Same way, the length that I have here is the length that I will be keeping. And so when I cut the other material, I would just take one of these and cut it out. So same size in this, same size in that. So I have one this size, one whatever I cut out of this one. I'll do the same in these. So I duplicate the sizing on that. And that's it. All right, so I'm gonna get all these strips cut out. 4 inches. I mean 4, what did I say, 6? 6 inches wide. Y'all, ooh. How you doing, millionaires? I'm so glad to be here. I'm so glad that you are here with me. And we are gonna get my daughter's throw blanket, complete, beautiful Barbie pink throw blanket. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get this sucker done. So this strip may not be the same as this, but I like the thickness of this one. So that's what I'm gonna end up cutting, these thickness. I'm gonna see. You know, I always change my mind. I say it and then I'm using the remote to cut. I say it and I go right and change my mind. So we'll see. We shall see, we shall see. And make sure that's straight. Alright. Alright. So I got 2 good ones there. Okay. So I'm gonna do the rest of these. How many more strips I got? I don't have that many more strips. I don't think I'm gonna need a whole lot, but that's all in my head right now. I got to see. I feel like we can get it done with these strips plus the other ones I'm gonna add from the other print. I feel like we're gonna get it done. So I made sure I opened all of my seams when I sewed my blocks together. I didn't do like on granddaughters. I didn't sew my seams down. I opened them and ironed them all open. Oh, Lord. See how many times I got to cut? I'm talking about I'm sawing. I'm gritting my teeth and everything. Alright. Man, my back is killing me today. Whew. So, did you enjoy the video? Yesterday's video with all my cuts and everything in there. I think I dreamed that they cut off my comments. Look, I took that right off there. Why I take that off? I dreamed they cut the comments off anyway. I got to go in there and look, because I think I dreamed that. I really do. I hope that was a dream. But I didn't show not one kid. You hear them, but you do not see them. So hopefully YouTube is okay with that. We'll see. But yeah, I don't need any kind of restrictions on my videos. I'm worked too hard. You know what I mean? Too hard. Right. So I was thinking that I'm going to try and make a picture for Lord, I gotta tell you the whole story for you to know what I'm talking about. So I have a friend named Shirley. My daughter and my granddaughter lives with her, and she helping them out. Well, she came over for me to do some alterations on her dress. And I did the alterations on the dress that she came on. I think I told y'all about that. I did tell you about that. But and I did tell you that she wanted the Arnett style picture that I did with the peace sign. So I was going to sell it to her, but she wanted to put the name on it and all that, and she was supposed to let me know. Well, I don't think she is going to let me know, but I want to make a picture, a pink and black picture for her granddaughter. That's what it's for. That's who she wanted for her granddaughter on the house, of course, because she's helping my daughter. She's helping my granddaughter. So I can make it in no charge. You know what I mean? I won't mind. I won't mind, okay? So hopefully she won't call and I get a chance to get what I need to make one for her granddaughter. I know she wants pink and black. Now, the pink material that I use, Millionaires, is the pink material that I'm cutting up right now. So, you already know that's a no-go. She's not going to have this material because I didn't use it all. Let me see. Look at this. This looks pretty good. Ooh. Oh, it's real thin at the end, so this is going to end up being a side strip. Okay, I have one more. pink, yeah. Okay, I got that one. That one's 3. This one is kind of long. I like it. I like that. I have long ones and short ones. And you know, the only thing about this material, it curves. It has like a curve. That's probably from when I cut it. I had them folded when I cut it the first time. So yeah, I'm sure that's because of me. Pretty sure. Okay, I gotta scoot over because it's curved and all of that. All of it. This piece look kind of curved. Is that me or is, you know what? Don't even worry about it. Let me make sure we got some. So just a teensy under 6. It's supposed to be at 6. Some kind of way I got away from that. I don't want to use this one. That's an ugly one, man. There, I probably need to recut that. You know what? I'm too done. I see a curve in this one. I don't know. Maybe it's just the material. Is that what it is? Everything got a curve in it. All right. But yeah, I'm gonna make something. I'm gonna look at Blue City and get the picture frame. I'm gonna find a picture there, and I want black because she wants pink and black. And I'm gonna do her name in the polka dot material, and I'm gonna do the peace sign. She's gonna get the peace sign. May not be the exact same one, because I literally just threw the paper that I had it drawn on. I literally just threw it away. So yeah, the pattern. I guess you could call it a pattern. Didn't mean to do that. All right, so I got all my long pink pieces. I think that's gonna do good. Across the bottom, across the top. So I'll do a pink piece, then I'll do a flower piece, then a pink piece, then a flower piece. Just like I did on, I like that piece, but it's gotta go. Just like I did the blocks. Trying to make sure I don't have another long piece. This may have to use for the side also. Let's see. Oh, we may can get this cut down. It's not bad. All right, millionaires. I will be back shortly. I'm going to get this cut up and I'm going to get the flower pieces cut up and then we shall return. Millionaires, I am in distress. This is what we're looking like for the back of the throw if we leave it at 56 by 56. And this is still not enough. Now this strip right here, I'm sure I can fill in, you know, this part and that part up there, but I still have that corner right there. I have to find some more. I got to go digging. I don't want to dig. I have to go digging. Because, I mean, literally, all I need is that triangle. And it's going to be a patchy back. But that's okay. It's all right. We're going to get it done. It's going to be very patchy. Okay, I'm going to start putting it together and see what I can get done with what I have after I dig through the bag. Oh my God. This is going to be a wild ride, millionaires. A wild ride. Trying to put a back on a throw. All right, let me get to digging. Millionaires, I just remembered My husband had batting he used to use for his fish tank. He used to use it as a filter. And he had some left. Look how much batting I have now. Would you look at that? Okay, so this is the piece that I put together. I sewed it together because I'm telling you, when you have batting that's separate, if you don't, you'll mess around and it'll be separate inside of your blanket. I don't play that, so we sewing it together, so I won't have to worry about it separating. So I have that nice piece. I have this little small piece just in case, you know, throw that over there to the side. So now this is the main event right here. Look how nice that is. Look how that fits so well. Look at that. So I'm thinking with this nice big piece right here in the center of the blanket, the pink fleece on the outside, which will give me enough space to add the extra pieces that I have, the border. Now, if I have to only do the bottom and top, then I will. So hopefully this will give me enough, because as you can see, it looks like it's pretty much just wide enough. And that means I'm gonna have to work it, cut, place, do all the things. I'm gonna have to do a lot of stuff to get this. So I'm just gonna throw the front to the side and we finna work on the back. I gotta get a back put together with all these pieces. I wanna use all of it so I can have a nice piece to add on my frame for the top. Frame already cut, already ready to go on, but I'm not gonna put it on until I get my back together. I wanna see how big I can get the back with all these pieces. So first of all, I'm gonna be cutting. I lost my scissors. Okay, I have them. So I wanna cut this off right here. All right, that's good right there. Okay. It looks a little weird. Let me get it cut a little straighter. I'm gonna be using that piece somewhere. And I hate to cut this anymore because that's gonna be an extra little piece, but I need to really get it straight as I can get it. Let me use this piece as some kind of a ruler to get this piece straight. I need to cut it good. I don't want to waste any of this. Alright, let's see. I mean, it just makes me not want to cut it, baby. I just don't want it to be so off. Okay. Alright, that's good enough. Alright. So we have this to be in the middle. I will have, this will be able to stretch out now because I'm sewing all this together. Let me take this off. We got the top, 56, 56, plus the little extra pieces we're gonna put on. So I know I want this in the middle. And I know it's about the length I need it. Okay, so this piece is going to end up being cut because it's wide and short. So it will definitely get cut after I get everything sewn together. Then I cut the excess off. This one is going to go on this side. All right, now. Do I need fleece? I mean, batting, or so if I use batting, then this will be the same as that right there. Mayonnaise, you know, I got to think it out. I have to think it out. And I'm wondering, maybe I'll just go ahead and cut this because I don't want to separate my pink. So I'm gonna cut this in half. I'm thinking that's way wide enough. I'm gonna end up cutting some more, I'm sure. All right, so that goes to there. You see what I'm working with? I want to get it squared up first before I get to cutting too much off the sides. Okay, I like that. So since this is going so far above, I know how much I need on the seam, so I know I don't need any more. We're gonna go and cut this piece off. Now, I have a center that I know is way wide enough, probably gonna be able to take some more off. And if I need to turn this, I will. So right now, this is the width. If I need to make that the length, then it will be the length. Whatever is the longest is going to be the length of the blanket. Bring that down a little bit. Because you have this rounded piece right here. I want to go ahead on and cut it off. Okay. So this is what I'm going to get together first. And then I will put the top on it to see what we're looking like. So I'm going to sew this together. I'm so excited. Matter of fact, millionaires, I lost my mind. Wait. I don't want just cushion. I need some fabric on top of that before I sew it. Okay. I gotta get fabric on it. This is gonna take that fabric. I nearly forgot the fabric. I was ready to get this on. We won't sew that together until we have this fabric on this. Okay? So we know we have plenty of fabric. We know that we could cut this out. All right. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and quilt this piece. Nothing fancy. I don't have quilting machine and all that, but just something to make sure this stays together while I'm sewing, you know, my pieces together. I want this to stay, not be separated from this piece. Just enough to hold it together. Now, like I say, no fancy quilting. I'm not doing all that now. Cannot believe we had this in there. Hubby called and he said, "Did you find the quilt?" Because I had spoke of this before. He asked, "Did I find it?" I said, "I completely forgot about it." All right, you guys, I'm sorry. I ain't got y'all looking at me. And all right, there we go. We're going to cut that out. So like I said, the longest piece is going to be the length of the blanket. All right, so I'm gonna cut this out and I shall return shortly. All right, look at there. We are at the beginning of the backing. And you know, I'm just realizing that those flowers go in both directions. I did not notice that. You have some going down and some going up. Okay. Well, okay. I ain't mad at you. Okay, so you see what I got. So I'm going to let me show you what I did first. Okay. So I already quilted the backing to this piece of fabric. And let's see if you can even tell that I quilted. I did 3 lines of quilting. There's one straight down, one in the middle, straight down, and one here, straight down. You can barely see it. Let me turn it over so you can see it better. Wait a minute, baby. Okay, now you can see the lines better. 3 lines. 1, 2, 3. That just makes sure my you know, I don't want my cushion to separate while I'm sewing. I want everything together. Da 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 da. So it's done. Okay. All right. So I simply pinned that and got it sewn on. Now I'm finna sew these 2 pieces together and then sew these 2 pieces to this piece. Okay. Sewing these together. Then I'm gonna sew all these 3 pieces together. And then we can see how much more we need for the top. Okay? All right, let me sew this together. I'll be back. All right. I got everything sewn together for the back. So I put my 2 pieces together. Got that one. I got it trimmed up a little bit. It's not even, but looking at this, I can see the top of the blanket. It looks the exact size as the top of the blanket. And that's without anything added. So I think maybe stopping here. Because if I add on any more, that means I'm going to have to piece together some more for this back. And honey, I think I'm done. Let me see if the top will fit. Because I promise you it look like it does. Let's check it out. Voila. Perfect. So close to absolute perfect that it's ridiculous. I got something wonky going on down there. So I'll probably fix that with probably this. One of these strips. Y'all can't see what I'm saying. One of these strips across that bottom just to give it, because, it's perfect. It's perfect. It's just a little crooked. I need some material added on that side. So I'm going to sew this across that back. And then I'm going to trim it up. Then get the pinning. So I can sew this thing together. Millionaires, we are almost done. So I will see you in a minute. Let me get situated with this last bottom. I'm going to sew this last piece on the bottom. And we are good to go. We are good to go. Whew. All right, I'll be back shortly. Whew. I have no idea what this design is. But I know the top is going to fit now. You see, I put a little piece at the bottom. I put a little piece at the top. I don't even know now if this the top and bottom. If this the top and bottom. I don't even know. I don't even care. I'm going to put this top on this and sew it all the way around. Leave an opening. Pull it through. Sew my edges. And boom, I am done. All right, let's go one step at a time, millionaires. Let's put the top on. All right, I'm back. I got it laid out on the table. I have the bottom face up, the top face down. So I'm finna get ready to pin it. And first I'm trying to line it up even as I can. I made the extra pieces on it a little wider than I needed it, you know, just to make sure I have enough coverage. So now I'm just trying to line it up evenly to get enough on both sides. So I won't just have a pink stripe on one side of the blanket. So that's what I'm doing now. And I'm going to get it pinned and I'll get back to you. All right. She is pinned and ready to be sewn. So I have just the regular pins all the way around. I got a couple of safety pins going down the center because I don't want any movement. All the good things, I got it laid out really good. So using the table helped a lot. Do you hear me with my back? I cleared this table off using this table. I need a sewing table. I need a regular size sewing table that goes to your, I think it comes up to your belly button. And it's a nice big table. And you know where I want it? Right here. I'm right here. Hubby gonna be like, have you lost your mind? I would love it. His mom has the perfect size wooden table that will go in the middle of my floor. Oh my God. And I can do all the blankets on it. But anyway, I'm gonna get ready to sew. So I'm going all the way around the edge, right around I think I'm gonna do a 5/8 seam all the way around, a little under, all the way around, and I'm going to leave my opening big enough to turn, okay? If I don't, then so be it, so be it. But right now, I'm going to leave my hole big enough to turn, and that's got to be at least 10 inches. I'm telling you, at least 10 inches, okay, millionaires? All right, so I'm finna get to sewing, and then I'll be back when it's ready to be turned. I'm done with sewing it all the way around. Now I'm going to do something I never do, and I should. I'm going to actually trim some of this extra off. So when I fold it in, when I pull it through and I get ready to sew my edges, they won't be so thick, okay? I never do this, you guys. I always skip that. I know you're supposed to. I just don't. So yeah, I'm going to do it this time. So now I'm going to cut the edges, and then we can pull it out and see what we got. All right, I can't wait. All right, millionaires, she has been pulled all the way through. Let me show you the hole that I made. It was so easy because I made my hole big enough. So easy to pull through, okay? So now I'm gonna do something else I never do. See how it looks? Let's see how it looks on this side first. Okay. Okay. That can be a double-sided blanket. Still not as even as I would want it, but you know, I had to work with what I had. I like it. Okay. Now, like I say, something I never do at the end of the blanket, I normally just sew if I have, sew on the machine, no needles, no anything. So I'm going to work my edges out and pin them all the way around. And then I'm gonna sew. Ooh, I need some more pins, I told y'all. Need some more pins. So I'm gonna work it so I can make sure that my edges look like I want them to look. So I'm just gonna fold that in and pin. Make it so, it does make it easier when you get to the sewing machine. Put them edges together, bring it out, get that seam. You can iron it if you want to. That'll make it even easier, but I don't want to iron. I'm just gonna take my hand and do what the iron will do. See, get that edge together like that, all the way on the edge and pin. Alright, so I'm gonna do the whole blanket. And when you get to the hole, tuck it in, fold it in, fold in that seam, and pin. And pin. So you can sew, because you want to sew at the very edge to sew sew it closed. So you're gonna be sewing on the edge to sew that closed. And then you may as well take the edge all the way around, because that's what I do. Do it because I do it. All right, I'm gonna pin the rest and I'll be right back. All right, she is pinned all the way around and ready to be sewn. Ooh, I love it. It looks so neat. So I got my pins, as you can see, it's pinned all the way around, close together. So now I'm going to go and sew it right on that edge, because I got to make sure I close the hole up. So about, what is that? Is that 1/4 of an inch away from the edge? It's about all you need. All right. All right. I'll be back after I get that sewn up. All right. I have the edges done. So you could say that we are completely finished with this quilt. Or you can go ahead on and do some tacking. We're not quilting it. It's not a quilt, but we're not quilting it. You know how you quilt. No. We're just going to stitch in a couple of places. I'm going to use the machine this time. In a couple of places, just a little small, back and forth, not even an inch, just a little bit in the seam, kind of like a, I can't think of the name of it right now. Oh, stitch in the ditch. Stitch in the ditch. So we're going to do like a 1/2 of an inch stitch in the ditch in just a few spots so it won't separate. You know how you wash and all that, because it's a sandwich, so it still will separate. I don't want it to separate, and it's just not appealing to me when it separates. So I'm gonna do a tack a few places, maybe 1, 2, 3, something like that. That way I know that it will stay, and I'm gonna pin it where I want it to make sure everything is flat and where it needs to be. It seems to be even, as it's gonna get. Okay. So let's flatten it out. I just want a few places. I'm gonna put the pins. Y'all can see all that. And then tack it. I call it tacking because it's so small, but it'll keep it from flipping and opening and all the things. Like I say, you can skip this. You can skip this and be done. Be completely finished with your blanket throw quilt. Quilt blanket throw. So I'm going to stitch here. Now I want it all the way through. Let me put this pin all the way through. Okay, I'm going to stitch here. I'm filling this section here. I'm going all the way through. And then I'm going over there. And that's it. 3 spots. And we're complete. So I'll see you when I get done tacking those 3 spots. That's it. That's all. I am completely done with this throw. So we ended with a 54 by 55 throw. I am so satisfied and ready to be done that I don't. It could have been a 4 by 4 when I finished making it. But I love it, and I'm sure that daughter will love it too. I don't even know which way is up, which way is down. But I love it no matter what. You see how the flowers go? So you would think this way. But like I say on the print, they're upside down, they're sideways. So yeah, any way she want to use it is the way she use it. Let me show you the back. Not bad at all. You just got some stuff in your closet that you're piecing together. Not bad at all. I got a little pink at the top. I got a little pink at the bottom like I wanted. Almost even on the sides. Almost. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, millionaires. Thank you so much for being here again for another Honest Style creation. And I will see you guys on the next, whatever we're doing, on the next video, the next DIY, the next creation, the next walk, whatever it is, whatever I feel like doing, I will see you when I do it. Okay? Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell to be notified when I'm here, dishing them out like this. Peace, millionaires. Love you guys. So, did you like, share, subscribe? Did you hit the bell to be notified?